Plastic-eating worms can gobble up an entire plastic bag in just 24 hours. That's enough to make this month's Waste of the Month Club even more insufferable. Let's take a beat to appreciate the scale of our planet's plastic problem. Every year, the world produces about 275 million metric tons of plastic waste. And the most common kind of plastic produced is polyethylene, which is used for single-use bags, food packaging, and lots of other things. The trouble is, polyethylene is also incredibly persistent. Under most conditions, it won't break down for hundreds or even thousands of years. But recently, researchers found that wax moths, which produce larvae that can eat their way through plastic, might be able to speed up that process. In a study published in March 2023 in the journal Environmental Science and Technology, scientists at Brandon University in Canada reported that about 2,000 wax moth larvae were able to break down a whole polyethylene bag in only a day. To be clear, that's not like the worms each ate a little piece of the bag. They all ate the entire thing. The larvae completely digested the plastic, leaving behind only a thin film at the bottom of their container. And wax moths aren't the first critters shown to eat plastic. For instance, certain types of plastic-eating bacteria have been found living in the guts of fish and other animals that eat microplastics. But unlike those bacteria, wax moth larvae can tackle larger pieces of plastic. They can make a pretty big dent in the plastic waste problem, if we can figure out how to keep them alive long enough to do more than just nibble on the edges of plastic scraps. The reason why these worms happily chow down on plastic is because of their diet. Their natural diet consists of wax, which is made of long chains of hydrocarbons. Plastic, which is also made of long chains of hydrocarbons, is basically a synthetic version of wax, so it makes sense that wax moth larvae would be able to digest it. When the larvae eat polyethylene, they metabolize it into lipids, which are fats. They then store these lipids in their body fat, like humans might store excess fat after eating too much meat. But there's a major drawback. It's unlike humans, who can at least live a little while on a diet made up solely of fat. Wax moth larvae can survive on a plastic diet for only a few days before they start to die. And throughout those few days, they lose about 80% of their body mass. That means the worms essentially starve to death despite having just consumed a huge meal. It's a sad end for such voracious eaters. But researchers are optimistic. Knowing how wax moths break down polyethylene will help scientists figure out how to keep the worms healthy while they re-eating plastic. For instance, by giving them supplements like sugars, the team was able to keep their plastic-only dieters alive for longer. After 3 days on a diet of pure plastic, 60% of the supplemented larvae were still alive, whereas none of the unsupplemented larvae were. It might seem like a small victory to keep a few larvae alive for a couple more days, but that extra time could be key to making these little worms' hard work pay off. If we can figure out how to keep them happy and healthy on a plastic diet, then we might have found an efficient and eco-friendly way to tackle the world's plastic waste. They could potentially clean up landfills, clear plastic out of the ocean, or even help make recycling easier and cheaper. Now I need to go watch some cute worm videos to distress from the future of our planet. Thanks for watching.